biggest venues, but it's already earned a reputation as one of its best. This is U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Welcome in, everyone. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt on the call for you for this one. And I'm sure a lot of people in attendance and watching from home, Brock, they've already got the winner made up in their mind. But I'll tell you one thing, we've got a sideline down there ready to dispel that eye test.
Well, all that talk before the game is just that. Talk. You could look at past performance, you could look at metrics, you could spin any numbers you want.
Already, we've got a loose football. And the fumble recovery is made. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. So never mind about who's receiving to start this game, Brock. Got ourselves a change of possession already, and this crowd is loving it.
And the first offense you'll see take the field is the home team, which is practically sprinting out there to take advantage and keep this crowd humming.
And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. A gain of 15 there. That's good for a new set of downs. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70.
Working inside the red zone. Looking right, and he finds it. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice 1st and goal here from the 2.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They've made it to 1st and goal on their opening drive, hoping to start this game with 6.
Let's go.
Goal to go, they're passing. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. These guys take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. George Kittle, the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for him, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
The offense will
All right, they're going to throw for it. This is caught for 2, and right away they jump out to an 8-0 lead.
That makes the score. Our home team 8, visitors nothing.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. This return starts at the 5. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! And they steal it back on the return. And this return will reach the end zone. Touchdown! These guys grow their lead to 14-0. That is the type of hit Brock delivered precisely to separate him from the football. And good luck to anybody trying to hold on through that.
And if you get a fumble on a return, a lot of times with how the personnel is displaced in position, you can find a lane for an immediate return, and sometimes that open space even extends the whole way to the end zone for 6.
The first time we see this offense out there, they're trying to add on 2 more after the defensive touchdown.
The offense will line up.
Pass play coming here. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. Really seemed like they were trying to get as much momentum as possible out of that series of events, didn't it? Big play like a fumble return, Brock. They wanted to add another big moment with that 2-point try.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all, even if they did fail. Kind of like a big play we see all the time. Like the offense will get right back to the line. Don't let that defense breathe. I don't mind it, even if the execution wasn't there.
So the Jets take the field for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if there's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise, the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game. Not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
ball's loose. And the defense has it. Defense recovers. That's a turnover.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Third and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. Running in the red zone. And he is in. Touchdown. These guys take a 20-zip lead. Not even 2 minutes in, Brock, and they've already got 2 touchdowns up on that scoreboard.
Okay, even by the standard the elite offense set every season, this is some incredibly fast-paced scoring to begin the game. They got off the bus ready to roll, full speed from the start.
The offense will
Look to throw. And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. Well, yet again, partner, they choose to go for 2 instead of the PAT. And for the second time in this ballgame, they are successful.
You and I both know, having done this for a while, sometimes you go into these games and you don't exactly know the mindset. This one, it's pretty clear. It's all about aggressiveness. And they've started from the beginning with it and more than likely going to finish with it, and they got a big lead to boot.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Second drive coming up now for the Jets offense. And things are really getting away from them, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. Let's start on the ground. Cora can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Here's Nix. Ooh, the rush just too much here. Down he goes. And they come through the sack to bring around third down.
And it's third down.
Here he goes, third and long. Quick slant taken in by Waddle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Here comes Bryce Behringer to handle the fourth down punt. Pulled in at the 20. That'll be the first and more. Rolling into enemy territory. And this return finally comes to an end. What a stretch it was to give his guys a short field. They'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. A handoff for Mixon, running right. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives him the first.
That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Keeping it with Mixon. He sure was fighting, Brock, but in the end, just too many defenders, and they take him down behind the line. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. We've got 22-0 on the board. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They have it second down well inside a field goal range. On the ground again with Mixon. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be third down.
The tackle made just at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
He's got it near the 10. He has the touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Offense is not going anywhere. They want 2 more. He's dropping back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Corum to begin the drive. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
He's not going to be able to escape, and down he goes. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
A loss of 6 yards. And it's 3.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. He's got this at the 27. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So just 1 minute and 52 seconds remaining now in our first half. Sit tight, more coming your way from US Bank Stadium after this. All set to go now from the 35. They'll come out throwing. That's incomplete left side.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. Sheds off a rusher. He tucks it and takes off. Dodges another stop. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. 1st and 10, looking to throw. That one's complete, right side. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's another 1st down.
From the red zone now. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
And he's got it. It's in close. And we might be... So this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
17 yards.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and goal at the 3.
They are throwing it again. And he's got his man. Touchdown. These guys boat racing them to the halftime locker room. George Kittle, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
The offense will line up
Throwing it.
two-point conversion.
Forced out to his right. And he's got it. They certainly weren't hurting for points, but hey, why not add two more onto the massive lead they've got?
38. Visitors stuffing.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Jets headed out on offense late in this first half. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the second. And it is enough time to put something together. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. Scooped up by the defense. And the nightmare continues as they bring the football back for a touchdown. These guys boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Offense trying to add to the defensive effort and turn 6 points into 8. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. And that's caught. Great call, even if the points weren't needed. The lead swells by another 2.
Team 46. Visitors stuffing.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jets headed out on offense late in this first half. And we'll see if they try to establish some positive momentum here, or if they just choose to head off and lick those wounds. Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Setting up the screen here for Coral. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Blake Coral. Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. They bring pressure, and they're going to get to him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Well, that play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. Wow, they sent him backwards all 3 plays, Brock. That should pretty clearly bring out the punting unit. Let's see. All right. In the interest of time, we'll bypass the halftime break and resume play with the 3rd quarter. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. There he goes, right sideline. Touchdown! He takes the kick all the way back for 6. This half is off to an excellent start, Brock. Hopefully it's an indicator of the type of action we're going to through to the end of this one.
Dude, these guys just come out of the locker room, Kate, and it's offense and it's defense and it's our scripts, but those special teams guys come out wanting to be special. He was.
And he's got it. They certainly weren't hurting for points, but hey, why not add 2 more onto the massive lead they've got? After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Starting from the 5. Shoots away from 1. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here's the Jets offense getting ready to start our 3rd quarter. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Nix now on 1st and 10. Pressure's on him, and it's going to get home. He's dropped. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
It's second down.
They send the tight end in motion. Nix from the gun. That's Cox. This is Terrence Ferguson. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Terrence Ferguson.
Third and just 2 to go.
A pickup of 15 yards. But it's now third down.
Running the counter, Cora. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down. They're out now, ready to punt it. Begins his return at the 16. And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards.
At their own 10-yard line.
This offense getting all set for this series. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Intended for George Kittle.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete
It's now
pass.
second and 10.
Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with. If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. They'll throw, third and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And they're gonna be stuck with a fourth and long. And that offense isn't budging, they're going for it. Here's the snap on fourth. Flush down out to his left. Oh, now he's looking for a deep shot across the field. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
On first down, it's Nix. This one's caught. Touchdown, New York. The Jets keep... Their drive alive and reach Pater one play later. Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! And they'll snuff out that return before it gets too far, so just a block extra points on the play. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. He fields it from the 8. He dodged the tackle. Things going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. It's a foot race. Touchdown! They return the kick all the way to the house. Everything has been working for them, Brock. One of their best games all around in a long while, and now that includes special teams as those guys take it to the house.
This just a good old-fashioned game of add-on, and he never gave his offense a shot. He wanted to do it himself, making sure the special teams got their chance to play a little add-on.
And that's called. It's a great call, even if points weren't needed. The lead swells by another 2.
Visitors 6.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Here's a return from the 7. Oh, no, he lost control of another one. And the fumble recovery is made.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. But when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. So it's second down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Has it down close. And in he goes for the touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it. To 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
All right, I might have understood this a couple of touchdowns ago. At this point, I'm not sure you can find much justification for going for 2, but they did, and that landslide grows bigger still.
Kate, does this feel personal to you?
Yeah, it does.
It does, right? This feels personal, and honestly, I'm having a flashback to Pete Carroll, Jim Harbaugh, USC, Stanford, after the game when those 2 went out on the field, like, what's your deal? What's your deal? What's your deal? Keep the camera rolling because this handshake's going to be rather interesting.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Nix with it on 1st. This throw finds Justin Watson. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
And the Jets, 1st down.
Lost control of another one. It's picked up by the defense. And they'll take over a little further upfield thanks to that return.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Coverage by Max Melton.
He's going to throw it. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's looking deep once again. This finds its target. That's Hill. Touchdown. touchdown! His second scoring catch of the game. They're leaving the offense out there, and they're trying for two.
The offense.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Escapes the pocket. And no connection on the two-point try. It fails. Ooh, whether they got it or not there, Brock, not going to make too many friends going for two in that situation.
Yeah, sure felt less about whether they're successful or not, and more just about the fact they don't care. I'll tell you what, they may forget about it. Those guys on the other side, they won't. And they'll remember it the next time they line up against each other.
Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Jets out to begin another drive. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
Throwing on first down, Nix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Tremont Smith picks it. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Second time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick 6.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their goals, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get 2, it's almost a certainty.
Visitors 6.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return starts at the 9. Loses it again. And they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Offense to the line. Here we go. Now throw to start the drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Timeout taken by the offense. Their second. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's going to throw this one. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the third quarter. Just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. They're going to throw for it on 4th. On the move, hit it right. He finds him beyond the marker. He has the touchdown. These guys are running them out of the building. From Sid Luckman in 1943 to Drew Brees in 2015. We've had 8 quarterbacks throw 7 touchdowns in one game. And now we have a 9th who's accomplished that feat as his dominance over this defense continues. And he's in the end zone, so the blow. Continues as they tack on 2 more. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Fielded at the 7. Wow, And their shot at the win probably already gone before that last interception, but after them pick six, Brock, whatever will they had to keep fighting, that might be gone now too.
Yeah, maybe time to look down that bench and try to give some other guys some opportunity.
Oh, the rush just too much here. Down he goes. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
A loss of 8 yards. It's second down.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is second down and 18. Nick's looking to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Cameron Bynum on the coverage.
Third and long for him here. And he's not going to be able to escape, and down he goes. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down. Their punter making his way out now. And he's been getting all of it every time out. Looking to return from the 29. Fights his way through a tackle. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now this offense getting set to work here. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Airing it out to start this drive. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. They'll throw on second and 10. And that one's going to be incomplete. A deep look, unsuccessful. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Here we go, sack. 70 timber.
Throw here, third down. He's trying to go deep again. This is caught inside the 15. He does it, touchdown. These guys continue adding to an insurmountable lead.
The offense will line up.
Here's a throw. And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive. I might say insurmountable lead here in the fourth. Well, partner, they had this one in the bag a long, long time ago. But some people,
You sure?
they're just never able to resist running that score up as high as it can go. And apparently that includes going for two more there.
Yeah, I'm trying to picture some of just the guys that I played with in the past. Those that really respect the game. You know what this does? This feels like you're disrespecting the game. This NFL, these are the best of the best, and this will come around at some point and bite you. You disrespect the game like this, you run it up on an opponent, you better watch your back down the road.
They bring pressure, and they're going to get to him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
4 yards. It's second down.
Shotgun snap to Nix. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's third down. And 14.
Third and long for Nix. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
To Justin Watson.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Secures this at the 17. And he's going to get him further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner. Up past the 35. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome.
Go! 19,
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
For a first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He's gonna pass it here. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Catch is made in close. And in he goes for the touchdown. These guys throwing 6 more on the blowout. Offense staying out, looking for 2 more.
Offense will line
Back
up.
to throw now. Getting out to his left. And they aren't slowing down in the slightest. 2 more to their lead. Man, what a blowout we've got here. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. They're going to run on 1st down with Corum. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Pressure's on him, and it's going to get home. He's dropped. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
6 yards. It's 2nd down.
Gives to Corum from the gun. Trying to fight free. He can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's cut right side by Watson. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame. Punt team on the field. And he's been one of the players of this game. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they weren't afraid to keep running up that score to the point that records came and went on the way to victory.